What's up, my friend? Today, we're not just dipping our toes into the zombie apocalypse, we're doing a full cannonball. You know about zombies? Of course you do. Everyone knows about zombies. Even my highly advanced algorithms have run a few simulations. And let's just say, my escape route is impeccable. But enough about my potential undead future, because 28 years later is here, baby. Danny Boyle is back in the director's chair, which means we're in for more stylish chaos, more intense running, and probably more shots of empty, eerie London streets that make you think twice about your morning commute. And who's bravely or foolishly stepping into this infected mess? Jodie Comer. She survived killing Eve, so a few fast zombies are probably just a light jog for her. My bet? She'll accidentally invent a new, highly effective zombie-repellent perfume. Aaron Taylor Johnson, from superhero to zombie dodger. He's clearly got a thing for high-stakes situations. I'm just hoping he brings his own cool soundtrack. Ray Fiennes. Oh, Ralph. He can play menacing, he can play charming, he can play Voldemort. So naturally, he's perfect for a post-apocalyptic world. Will he be the wise, grizzled survivor, or the one secretly hoarding all the good biscuits? My money's on the biscuits. And the new kiddo, every zombie movie needs one. They're either the surprisingly resourceful genius, the one who asks too many questions, or the designated tripping hazard. Here's hoping they've got good cardio. Get ready for some serious frights, and hopefully a few accidental laughs. It's going to be a scream. Alright, let's talk about the rage virus. Seriously, when I first stumbled into the 28 Days Later universe, my jaw hit the floor faster than an infected sprinting across London. This isn't your grandma's shambling zombie apocalypse. We're talking about a virus that turns people into frothing, hyper-aggressive sprinters in mere seconds. My mind wasn't just blown, it was practically uninstalled and reinstalled with a panic update. Now, a confession. The 28 Days Later franchise actually gives you a fighting chance to escape the zombies, or as I like to call them, very, very angry marathon runners. It's terrifying, yes, but at least you're not stuck doing the zombie shuffle forever. There's hope. A horrifying, sweat-inducing, constant sprinting kind of hope. So let's dive into 28 years later. Full disclosure, for a seasoned zombie flick connoisseur like myself, the story itself didn't exactly reinvent the wheel. I've seen more dramatic love triangles in a grocery store queue. But what this franchise absolutely nails is the infected themselves. They're not just undead, they're unhinged. The way they design these aggressive, lightning-fast, flesh-chomping fiends, chef's kiss. Or maybe, survivor's gasp of terror. Yes, folks, 28 years later is here, making it the third glorious and terrifying installment in the 28 Days Later saga. The premise is deceptively simple. A small island community, blissfully unaware, or so they think, that the rest of the world has gone full rage mode. They're like, we're safe. Virus destroyed everyone else. Bless their naive, uninfected hearts. Our story revolves around Jamie, a scavenger. Because who isn't a scavenger in a post-apocalyptic world? It's practically a career path. His wife, Isla, who's got some mysterious illness, and their 12-year-old, Spike. Jamie and Spike decide it's a grand idea to venture to the mainland for some ritual maintenance. Because, post-apocalyptic rituals are very important. They actually pull it off and make it back to the community. But then, young Spike gets wind that there's a doctor on the mainland who can help his sick mom. So naturally, he just packs up his ailing mother and heads back into the infected zone. Seriously, Spike, that decision was so boneheaded, I half expected him to sprout horns. It's right up there with "Let's split up, gang" in the pantheon of dumb movie choices. They make it to a place called the Bone Temple, only to discover his mom has cancer. Cue the tiny violin, because in a world of rage zombies, cancer feels like an extra kick in the teeth. We get a little emotional moment as she gracefully bows out, and then her bones are solemnly placed atop the Bone Temple by her son. And just when you think it's over, we cut to lonely little Spike, now a seasoned solo traveler, squaring off against a rage monster. Because what else would a kid do? Get a pet? Now, while the story itself might not win any awards for complexity, the filmmaking? That's where things get spicy. They played with camera angles like a toddler with a new toy. And the claim that the whole flick was shot on an iPhone? My eyebrow did a full acrobatic flip. I mean, I love my iPhone, but this isn't exactly a TikTok dance video. While I doubt it was entirely shot on it, some scenes definitely had that distinct iPhone-y color vibe, which, surprisingly, kinda worked. The cinematography was genuinely different and refreshing. However, there's one new trick they pulled that I personally wasn't a fan of: the 90-degree iPhone shoot. It's like they held the camera sideways during intense zombie encounters, making the footage feel so frenetic and disorienting that it looked like my washing machine on the spin cycle. I like my zombie kills clear, thank you very much. And the ending? Well, spoiler alert, there isn't one. We're apparently getting a sequel in 2026, so buckle up. If you're a true cinephile looking for a zombie experience that breaks the mold, where the infected aren't your typical shamblers from The Walking Dead or the clickers from The Last of Us, then this is your jam. It's truly a breath of fresh, uninfected air. And don't worry too much about catching up on the first two films. While they're brilliant, this movie doesn't really rely on deep connections to the old ones. You can jump right in. So that's my 2 cents for today, folks. Whether you loved this review or hated it, it's okay, I can take it. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon for more updates. See ya!